Macbeth. Once upon a time, in the misty moors of Scotland, there lived a brave and noble general named Macbeth. He was respected by all for his courage and loyalty to King Duncan. One fateful day, after a victorious battle, Macbeth and his friend Banquo found themselves in a dense forest. As they ventured through the ancient trees, they stumbled upon three mysterious figures. These were no ordinary folk. They were the Weird Sisters, known throughout the land for their eerie powers. The sisters greeted Macbeth with cryptic prophecies, foretelling that he would one day become the King of Scotland. Intrigued, Banquo asked for his own destiny, learning that while he would not be king, his descendants would sit upon the throne. The prophecies played like a haunting melody in Macbeth's mind. He couldn't shake the notion of kingship. That night, he shared the news with his wife, Lady Macbeth, a woman of sharp intellect and great ambition. Together, they devised a wicked plan to seize the throne. Soon, ambition turned to treachery. Macbeth, driven by his newfound hunger for power, committed the heinous act of murdering King Duncan in his sleep. It was a deed so dark, it sent shivers down his spine. Lady Macbeth, though equally guilty, helped her husband conceal the crime. With Duncan's death, Macbeth was crowned king. However, the weight of his actions began to take a toll. He was haunted by guilt, and his nights were filled with tormented dreams. He feared that others might try to usurp him, just as he had done to Duncan. To secure his throne, Macbeth descended into a spiral of ruthless and cruel deeds, ordering more murders to eliminate potential threats. Meanwhile, Banquo, harboring suspicions about Macbeth's ascent, became a target. Macbeth ordered his murder, seeking to quell any opposition to his rule. Banquo was ambushed and slain, but his young son, Flens, managed to escape into the night. As time passed, Macbeth grew increasingly isolated and tormented. He was plagued by hallucinations, seeing visions of those he had wronged. Lady Macbeth, too, was deeply affected. Her conscience weighed heavily on her, and she began to sleepwalk, reliving the horrors of their dark secret in her troubled dreams. In the shadows, forces were gathering against Macbeth. Noble and valiant men, led by Duncan's son, Malcolm, joined by the English army, were preparing to challenge the tyrant king. Their hearts burned with a fervent desire to restore peace and justice to Scotland. The climactic battle unfolded at Macbeth's castle. The forces of Malcolm and Macduff, a nobleman whose family had been cruelly slaughtered by Macbeth's orders, clashed with Macbeth's loyal but weary soldiers. The air was thick with tension as swords clashed and arrows flew. Finally, Macbeth faced Macduff in a fierce and desperate duel. Though Macbeth fought valiantly, Macduff's determination and skill prevailed. With one mighty blow, Macduff struck down the once mighty king. With Macbeth defeated, peace was at last restored to Scotland. Malcolm, Duncan's rightful heir, was crowned king, and a new era of prosperity and harmony dawned. The land, once shrouded in darkness, now basked in the warm glow of hope. And so, the tale of Macbeth serves as a haunting reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the devastating consequences of greed. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of honor, kindness, and respect for others, teaching us that true greatness comes not from the pursuit of power, but from acts of compassion and integrity. The end.